The highways you drive, the dams that hold back rivers, the mines that fueled industries, and the cities that stretched across America all have one thing in common. Before any concrete was poured, a bulldozer was there first. Some of these machines pushed through mountains, others transformed swamps into farmland, and a few became engineering legends that changed construction forever. These aren't just old dozers, they're the American giants that helped build half the country. Number 10. International Harvester TD-25. Long before GPS-guided bulldozers and computer-controlled earth movers, the International Harvester TD-25 proved that brute strength and reliability could reshape the American landscape. Introduced in the early 1960s, the TD-25 was International Harvester's largest production crawler tractor at the time, built specifically for the nation's growing demand for heavy earth-moving equipment. Weighing over 50 tons depending on its configuration, and powered by a turbocharged international diesel engine producing around 290 horsepower in later versions, it was designed to tackle projects that smaller dozers simply couldn't handle. During the post-war construction boom, America was expanding at an incredible pace. New interstate highways stretched across the country. Coal mines grew larger. Reservoirs and flood control projects multiplied, and industrial developments appeared almost everywhere. Machines like the TD-25 became essential because they could move enormous amounts of earth while operating for long hours under punishing conditions. One of the TD-25's greatest strengths was its versatility. Contractors equipped it with straight blades, semi-U blades, or heavy rippers depending on the job. Whether clearing forests for new highways, stripping overburden at surface mines, or preparing massive industrial sites, the TD-25 earned a reputation for dependable performance. It wasn't always the fastest machine on the job, but operators respected its durability and powerful pushing ability. International Harvester also invested heavily in improving operator comfort compared with many earlier crawler tractors. Better visibility, improved controls, and more efficient hydraulic systems reduced operator fatigue during long shifts, an important advantage when machines often worked around the clock on major projects. Although International Harvester eventually exited the construction equipment business in the early 1980s, the TD-25 remains one of the company's greatest engineering achievements. Many examples continued working for decades after production ended, especially in mining and land clearing operations where reliability mattered more than appearance. Today, restored TD-25s are admired by collectors and heavy equipment enthusiasts as symbols of an era when American manufacturers competed fiercely to build the biggest and toughest bulldozers on Earth. Number 9. Euclid TC-12. When most people think of Euclid, they picture giant off-highway dump trucks. But the company also built one of the most unusual and capable bulldozers America had ever seen, the TC-12. Introduced during the 1950s, the TC-12 wasn't simply a larger crawler tractor. It featured an innovative twin-engine design that set it apart from virtually every competitor of its time. Instead of relying on a single massive engine, the TC-12 used two General Motors Detroit diesel 671 engines mounted side by side. Together they produced roughly 300 horsepower, making the machine one of the most powerful production bulldozers available during its era. Each engine powered one track independently through a sophisticated transmission arrangement, providing tremendous traction while maintaining excellent balance. The TC-12 found its place on some of America's toughest construction sites. Massive highway cuts through rocky terrain, large dam projects, open-pit mining operations, and heavy land-clearing jobs demanded machines capable of pushing enormous volumes of material day after day. The Euclid's exceptional tractive effort made it especially effective where traction mattered more than speed. Operators often remembered the unmistakable sound of its twin Detroit diesel engines working together. The machine produced a unique exhaust note, unlike any conventional bulldozer, becoming instantly recognizable on construction sites. The TC-12 also reflected an era of bold engineering experimentation. Rather than simply increasing engine displacement, Euclid engineers chose an unconventional solution to achieve greater power. While the design required more maintenance than single-engine competitors, it demonstrated the company's willingness to challenge traditional thinking in pursuit of higher performance. General Motors acquired Euclid in the 1950s, and increasing competition from Caterpillar and other manufacturers eventually limited the TC-12's commercial success. Nevertheless, the machine earned lasting respect among contractors who appreciated its incredible pulling power and rugged construction. Today, surviving TC-12 bulldozers remain among the rarest and most fascinating pieces of American heavy equipment history, representing a period when engineers weren't afraid to try radically different ideas to solve America's biggest construction challenges. Number 8. Allis-Chalmers HD21. By the mid-1950s, America's construction industry needed larger, more capable bulldozers than ever before. New interstate highways, expanding mines, pipeline construction, and massive land development projects demanded equipment that could move mountains of earth quickly and reliably. Allis-Chalmers answered that challenge with the HD21, a machine that quickly became one of the company's greatest successes. Introduced in 1955, the HD21 was powered by an Allis-Chalmers diesel engine, producing approximately 238 horsepower in its early versions, with later models offering improved performance and reliability. Weighing roughly 50,000 pounds depending on configuration, it struck an excellent balance between size, maneuverability, and pushing power, making it attractive to contractors across the United States. The HD21 became particularly popular in logging, pipeline construction, quarry work, and heavy site preparation. Its robust undercarriage handled rough terrain well, while its dependable hydraulic systems allowed operators to control heavy blades with precision. Many contractors appreciated that the machine could perform demanding work without the operating costs associated with even larger bulldozers. Another important advantage was its adaptability. Different blade configurations and rear-mounted rippers allowed contractors to customize the machine for a wide variety of jobs, from clearing dense forests to breaking compacted soil and rock before excavation. During the interstate highway system's rapid expansion following the Federal Aid Highway Act of 1956, bulldozers like the HD21 became common sights across America. They helped level hills, fill valleys, prepare bridge approaches, and shape countless miles of roadway that transformed transportation throughout the country. Although Caterpillar eventually dominated much of the large dozer market, Allis-Chalmers remained a respected competitor for many years because machines like the HD21 consistently delivered reliable performance under demanding conditions. Even after production ended, many HD21s remained in service well into the 1980s and beyond, a testament to their rugged engineering and durable construction. Today, they are remembered as one of the defining American bulldozers of the post-war construction boom. Number 7. International Harvester TD-40. Long before giant diesel bulldozers became common, the International Harvester TD-40 helped establish the crawler tractor as an indispensable tool for American construction and agriculture. Introduced in 1932, during one of the most difficult economic periods in American history, the TD-40 represented a major leap forward in heavy crawler design and proved that diesel power could outperform gasoline engines in demanding earth-moving applications. The TD-40 was powered by International Harvester's famous gasoline-start diesel-run engine, a technology the company pioneered before electric starters became dependable enough for large diesel engines. Operators would start the engine on gasoline, allow it to warm up, and then switch it to diesel operation. While this procedure required additional steps, it delivered the fuel efficiency and torque that made diesel engines increasingly attractive for heavy work. Throughout the 1930s and 1940s, TD-40 crawler tractors played important roles in road construction, flood control projects, land reclamation, and agricultural development across the United States. During World War II, crawler tractors based on International Harvester designs were also used extensively for military construction, helping prepare airfields, supply routes, and engineering projects that supported the American war effort. As hydraulic bulldozer blades became more common after the war, many TD-40 tractors were upgraded from cable-operated blades to hydraulic systems, extending their usefulness for modern construction work. Contractors appreciated the machine's dependable engine, rugged drivetrain, and ability to operate for long hours in remote locations where reliability was critical. The TD-40 also demonstrated how quickly crawler tractor technology evolved during the first half of the 20th century. It bridged the gap between primitive early crawlers and the far more powerful bulldozers that would dominate America's infrastructure boom after World War II. Although later machines eventually surpassed it in size and power, the TB40 helped lay the technological foundation upon which future American bulldozers were built. Many historians consider it one of the most influential crawler tractors of its generation because it proved that diesel-powered track machines could become the backbone of large-scale construction projects throughout the United States. Number 6. Caterpillar D8. Few bulldozers have earned a reputation as legendary as the Caterpillar D8. First introduced in 1935, the D8 has remained in production through multiple generations, making it one of the longest-running bulldozer models in history. While today's D8 is a modern machine, its roots trace back to the era when America was building highways, dams, military bases, and massive industrial projects. The D8 became famous during World War II, where it was used by U.S. Army engineers to build airfields, roads, and supply routes in some of the harshest environments on Earth. After the war, thousands of returning machines and newly built civilian models helped fuel America's construction boom. Contractors relied on the D8 to clear forests, prepare building sites, and move enormous volumes of earth for the expanding interstate highway system. Its popularity came from a simple formula: dependable power, rugged construction, and the ability to work almost anywhere. Over the decades, Caterpillar continually improved the D8 with better diesel engines, hydraulics, transmissions, and operator comfort, while preserving the machine's reputation for reliability. Nearly 90 years after its introduction, the D8 remains an icon of American engineering. Few bulldozers have influenced the nation's infrastructure as much, and its unmistakable yellow silhouette continues to symbolize heavy construction around the world. Number 5. Allis-Chalmers HD41. When Allis-Chalmers introduced the HD41 in 1970, it instantly became one of the largest and most powerful American bulldozers ever built. Weighing well over 80 tons depending on its configuration and powered by a turbocharged diesel engine producing approximately 524 horsepower, the HD41 was designed for the toughest jobs imaginable. Unlike smaller dozers used on general construction sites, the HD41 spent most of its life in surface coal mines, copper mines, large quarries, and major land clearing projects. Its enormous blade could move massive amounts of earth in a single pass, allowing contractors to reduce operating time on large-scale excavation projects. The machine was also equipped with heavy-duty undercarriage components built to withstand constant operation in abrasive rock and rough terrain. The HD41 entered a fiercely competitive market dominated by Caterpillar, but it quickly proved it could compete with the biggest machines of its era. Although Allis-Chalmers eventually left the construction equipment business in the early 1980s, the HD41 remains one of the company's greatest engineering accomplishments. Even today, restored examples attract attention at heavy equipment shows, reminding enthusiasts that Allis-Chalmers once built bulldozers capable of standing shoulder to shoulder with the industry's biggest names. Number 4. Caterpillar D9. If one bulldozer could claim to have helped build modern America, it would be the Caterpillar D9. Introduced in 1954, the D9 quickly became the industry's benchmark for heavy earthmoving. Larger and more powerful than the D8, it was built to tackle projects where sheer pushing power mattered most. The D9 became a familiar sight on some of the nation's biggest infrastructure projects. It helped clear land for the interstate highway system, pushed rock and soil during dam construction, prepared sites for power plants, and stripped overburden in coal and metal mines. Its combination of high horsepower, exceptional traction, and dependable diesel engines allowed contractors to keep working in conditions that stopped many smaller machines. Over the decades, Caterpillar continuously updated the D9 with improved engines, power shift transmissions, hydraulics, and operator cabs. Despite these advancements, its core reputation never changed. It remained a machine built for relentless work. Many contractors considered the D9 the perfect balance between size, productivity, and operating costs, making it one of Caterpillar's most successful bulldozers ever. More than 70 years after its debut, the D9 is still in production in modern form. Few machines have contributed to America's roads, mines, pipelines, and industrial developments on the same scale, making the D9 one of the most influential bulldozers ever built. Number 3. Caterpillar D10. The arrival of the Caterpillar D10 in 1977 changed the bulldozer industry forever. Instead of simply making a larger machine, Caterpillar completely redesigned the concept of a high-horsepower dozer. Its most recognizable innovation was the elevated drive sprocket, often called the high drive design, which separated the final drives from heavy ground impacts and improved durability. Powered by a diesel engine producing more than 700 horsepower in its original version, the D10 was built for large-scale mining, quarrying, and heavy construction. It could move tremendous amounts of material while offering improved serviceability compared with conventional designs. The elevated sprocket also provided better weight distribution and reduced wear on undercarriage components, lowering maintenance costs over time. The D10's revolutionary layout proved so successful that Caterpillar adopted the high drive concept across many of its larger crawler tractors. Competitors were forced to respond with new technologies of their own, making the D10 one of the most influential engineering breakthroughs in bulldozer history. Nearly 5 decades later, the D10 remains a respected machine in mining and heavy earth moving, proving that one bold engineering decision can reshape an entire industry. Number 2. Caterpillar D11. When Caterpillar introduced the D11 in 1986, it became the company's largest production bulldozer and one of the most powerful machines ever built in the United States. Designed primarily for the world's biggest mining operations, the D11 pushed the limits of what a production bulldozer could accomplish. Modern versions produce more than 850 horsepower and weigh over 100 tons, allowing them to move enormous volumes of rock, soil, and overburden. These machines are commonly found in large surface mines, where they maintain haul roads, push material to giant electric shovels, and assist in reclamation work after mining operations are complete. Like the D10, the D11 features Caterpillar's high drive undercarriage, providing greater durability in extremely demanding environments. Its spacious operator cab, advanced electronic controls, and efficient powertrain have continued to evolve, making it one of the most productive bulldozers in the world. Although few people ever see a D11 outside a mine, its impact is enormous. The minerals used to produce steel, copper, and countless everyday products often begin with machines like the D11, making it one of America's most important heavy equipment achievements. Number 1. Caterpillar D7. If any single bulldozer earned the title of the machine that built half the country, it would be the Caterpillar D7. While later dozers grew larger and more powerful, none matched the D7's combination of availability, versatility, and sheer historical impact. Introduced in the late 1930s, the D7 arrived at exactly the moment America needed it most, and it would go on to shape the nation on a scale few machines ever have. The D7 first proved itself during World War II, when thousands were pressed into service by the U.S. Army and the legendary Navy Seabees. These machines carved airfields out of Pacific jungles, pushed roads through mountains, cleared beachheads, and built supply routes across some of the harshest terrain on Earth. The D7 helped construct the famous Lido and Burma roads and became so essential to the war effort that many historians credit Caterpillar dozers among the unsung tools that helped win the war. Wherever American forces went, the D7 went with them. When the war ended, that same rugged reliability was turned loose on America itself. Surplus D7s and a flood of new civilian models poured onto job sites across the country during the post-war construction boom. Contractors used them to clear forests, prepare building sites, dig farm ponds, cut roadbeds, and shape countless miles of the expanding interstate highway system. The D7 was big enough to move serious material, yet affordable and maneuverable enough that small contractors and large firms alike could put one to work. For millions of acres of American land, a D7 was the first machine on the ground. What truly set the D7 apart was how deeply it embedded itself into everyday American construction. It wasn't reserved for record-breaking mining operations or specialized mega-projects. It was the everyman's heavy dozer, found on farms, highways, pipelines, logging operations, and city developments in every corner of the country. Its dependable diesel engine, tough undercarriage, and straightforward design made it a machine operators trusted and mechanics could keep running for decades. Even today, D7s from generations past continue working on farms, ranches, and job sites. long after machines many times their price have been scrapped. That staying power is the truest measure of the D7's legacy. Bigger dozers may have moved more dirt in a single pass, but no American bulldozer touched more of the country, in more places, for more years. If any machine deserves to be called the American dozer that built half the country, it is the Caterpillar D7. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.